The untold story of St. Patrick. What if I told you that the man behind all this green celebration wasn't even Irish, never drove out any snakes, and his favorite color was likely blue, not green? On March 17th, around 460 CE, a man named Maewyn Succat died, a man we now celebrate as St. Patrick. Patrick was born in Roman Britain, likely in Wales or Scotland. At age 16, Irish raiders kidnapped him and sold him into slavery in Ireland. For 6 years, he worked as a shepherd, isolated and alone. In his autobiography, Confessio, he wrote that during this time of captivity, he turned to faith for comfort. Meet Oisin, a fictional Irish chieftain who represents the pagan culture Patrick encountered. When Patrick returned to Ireland years after his escape, he didn't come to eliminate Irish identity. He came to introduce Christianity while embracing local traditions. Rather than erasing Celtic culture, he incorporated it into his teachings. The shamrock story likely has some truth to it. Patrick may have used the three-leafed plant to explain the Christian concept of the Trinity, 3 persons in one God. This brilliant teaching method honored Irish reverence for nature while introducing new religious concepts. It's a masterclass in cultural adaptation rather than conquest. Within his lifetime, Patrick established more than 300 churches and baptized thousands. Ireland would eventually become known as the land of saints and scholars, preserving classical texts through the Dark Ages while continental Europe lost much of its written knowledge. Ironically, the first St. Patrick's Day parade wasn't held in Ireland. It took place in New York City in 1762, organized by Irish soldiers serving in the British Army. Today, over 400 cities across 60 countries host St. Patrick's Day parades, with nearly 13 million pints of Guinness consumed worldwide on March 17th. The transformation of a solemn religious feast day into a celebration of all things Irish reveals more about the Irish diaspora and American cultural assimilation than about Patrick himself. Less than 10% of St. Patrick's Day spending goes toward Irish imports or businesses. The next time you don green clothing on March 17th, remember the real story of Patrick, a former slave whose response to trauma wasn't vengeance but compassion, a foreigner who respected the culture he sought to change, and a figure whose legacy has been both preserved and distorted through centuries of reimagining. Perhaps the most Irish thing about St. Patrick's Day isn't the shamrocks or the drinks, but the way it shows how stories evolve and transform, much like Ireland itself, adapting to new contexts while maintaining a connection to ancient roots. St. Patrick didn't just convert Ireland. Ireland converted him into something entirely new. Remember, hit the like and subscribe button.